What's going on, guys, and welcome back for another UCL fantasy video. Right, we've got, what's that, 32 hours until the match day 12 deadline. As you can see on screen, we've got 3 issues to deal with. We are just going to get straight on into it. Elise is suspended for Bayern. Oblak picked up a muscle injury for Atletico, so he will not be fit to play my Spurs. And Timber went off against Everton with a groin injury. So, round of 16, first leg, match day 11. It was pretty good. I mean, we had Alvarez, we had Elise. I ended up captaining Kane. I was going to go Alvarez. I should have went Alvarez, but I landed on Kane. I thought he'd start after training, but in saying that, obviously didn't play any minute. Well, he did, but it was just... No, he didn't play any minutes, so there you go. I mean, overall, good match day, 78 points. I was a little bit dirty on the second day though, because it looked like there were 2 deflected assists that obviously didn't count in this fantasy format, and that was one from our captain and one from Douay, so that was quite annoying. So it could have been, what's that, 84? No, sorry, that would have been 87 points. So we lose 9 there, but we move forward anyway. If we look at our ranks, I mean, we've done pretty well. We're currently, what's that, 6th in Australia, 5th in the Spurs League, and 1.1k overall. So, I think now we took our little risks in the first leg of the round of 16, and there is some obvious replacements that we will need. I mean, if we look at this, obviously, Kane's going to be our captain first day at home. Second day. So we can take a punt on the first day, which, I mean, chances are it's probably going to be Vinny Jr. And he is who I'm going to be bringing in for Elise. I mean, it makes sense to do so. If Timber is ruled out, which chances are he probably will be, then I think it's wise to get another Arsenal defensive asset in, and Oblak is got to go. But looking at this, unfortunately, the keepers aren't too flash on the first day. So it's a bit of a punt because I'm fairly confident in the Arsenal defence at home to Leverkusen. So I think the team with the best chance of a clean sheet probably is Liverpool. So Alisson will come in. He was a doubt going into the last Premier League game against Spurs, but he did play, so he's all good. Another defensive option obviously is going to come from Arsenal, and that's going to be Saliba. He comes straight in. And obviously the last midfield option, I mean, I think this is going to be a very high scoring game. I don't think Mbappe is going to be involved that much. From what I've read and from what I've found, it seems to be that that if he's required, he'll come on from the bench, but I don't think he'll be needed. I think it'll be a very open game and it'll be goals galore. So with Semenyo and Vinny, I'm fairly confident I've got that game covered off. Overall, like, the squad is looking very good, and as I said, I think most teams that are fairly high ranked right at this current point in time will have at least double, if not triple, Arsenal defence, and then they would have, I assume, Kane, probably some Atletico coverage as well, and then maybe a Semenyo and definitely Vinny Jr. So covering that off there. First day, as I said, can be a bit punty with your captaincy pick, because second day it's definitely going to be Kane at home to Atlanta. A little bit dubious on their defensive stocks, because well, all the goalkeepers are basically injured. Like Neuer's injured, Ulrich's injured, so they're basically, they could play their fourth or fifth choice keeper, which is, I mean, they're going to win that tie. Simple as that. They're up 6-1, I think. And so that's an absolute lock for them. But it would be nice for Upamecano to keep it clean. I did get the assist last game week, which was fantastic. But I'm very confident with this. I think the only minutes risk here is potentially Due in saying that. I think Yamal starts. Rafinha will start, absolutely. Obviously, Yamal converted the penalty last game against Newcastle, so I have no issues or doubts regarding those two starting. Alvarez, well, it'd take a miracle for Spurs to come back and beat Atleti if he doesn't start, which I highly doubt it. I mean, there's nothing we can do about that. Kane will start. Due, a little bit dubious, but I think he probably does start. Maybe it'll be like a front three of Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, and Due. Potentially no Barcola. Upamecano, I think, does start. But, I mean, with predicted lineups coming out, there could be some chances that he might not. Horge probably starts for Bodo. Hakimi definitely will start. Semenyo, I think, definitely does. Raya does. Gabriel starts as well. So, I mean, that'll be the team. If we're looking at that, that's going to be the team. Like, we've got all the Arsenal boys the first day, so hopefully having a clean sheet there will be fantastic. Hopefully Horge of Bodo can score, or at least assist. Maybe no deflected assist this match. That would be nice. Vinny Jr. as well. Like, Vinny Jr. is coming in straight away. That's just a shield pick. So we'll have Vinny and Semenyo, and then we're going to have a lot of players on that first day, and then obviously that second day, the Thursday, for all us Australians. First game is Barca and Newcastle. Obviously, we'll have interest in that with Yamal and Rafinha, who I'm very confident will start. Bayern, I mean, we've got to ship out Elise. He's suspended, but Kane will be the captain. If we need the keeper, it will be obviously Alisson, who we spoke about before. I think they're the best chance at a clean sheet, well, overall, besides Arsenal. I wouldn't be locking that in, but I'd love to see the percentages on that because I think they'd be relatively high. We do have last game, well, the third game of the 7 a.m. kickoffs on that second day, Spurs and Atleti. We obviously have Hanko and Alvarez. Maybe Alvarez doesn't start. Maybe they go up top with Sorloth and Griezmann, but I'd be fairly confident he does start. So, as I said, the 3 transfers that I am looking at making if Timber is ruled out, which, I mean, he's played a lot recently. Oblak's already ruled out, we know that, so we're forced to make 2 straight off the bat, which is Elise suspended, Oblak is injured, and then, I mean, the keeper, as I said, that will be Alisson, purely because I think he has the best matchday 2 fixture. Then Saliba, who I think is an absolute certainty to start, and then Vinny, because I think that game will be extremely open. He'll be on pens. He missed one last game, so he could have scored a lot higher and hurt us a lot more, but thankfully didn't. It was a Valverde masterclass, an amazing hat-trick. But that's how I'm looking to line up there. I mean, ranking-wise, it'd be fantastic to go a little bit higher in the Australian League. I mean, 6th, and what are we? I mean, we're not going to catch first. That's a given. It would be nice to see if we could, climb into 3rd, but I think the ones above us would have to have some absolute stinkers. Like, this is a fantastic team. I mean, yeah, there's no forced issues there. And I mean, it's all sways on captaincy. So potentially if we do go maybe a Gabriel captaincy, Hakimi, although we'd need an attacking return there. Honestly, I'm probably going to go Horge again or Bodo and see how that eventuates, or Vinny. I think Vinny is fairly safe play and hopefully he just pops off in an open game. But, I mean, Kane is definitely the fallback option. So, probably need maybe 2 returns and a man of the match. Maybe 1 return and a man of the match. So, 10 points not to switch onto Kane. But, yeah, that's probably how I'm looking to set up. So, hopefully hopefully break into the top 1K overall and break into that top 5 in Australia and maybe go a little bit higher in the Spurs League. Who knows? So hopefully can do so. As I said, it'll be Oblak, Timber if ruled out, and obviously Elise out for Allison, Saliba if Timber is ruled out, and Elise straight to Vinny Jr. Captaincy, still undecided first day, but definitely locking in Kane for that second day. So if you've enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, make sure you leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. I mean, let me know what you're doing, what your plans are, if they're similar to mine, or if you completely disagree. Let me know, and have a great night.